Hi, Rene Bastarache here, and I'd like to speak to you about how to instantly feel great about yourself. What I found in my experience is the quickest way to feel good about yourself is to be of service to someone else. There's an old saying I heard before that goes, if you want to be happy, then do something to make someone else happy. So with that in mind, what kind of things can you do to make people happy? Well, here's a few examples. How often in a day do you come across someone who's in need or someone you can help? Raluca and I were coming out of Walmart one day. We're going up to our car and we're loading the groceries in the back of the car, and behind us on the other side of the, I guess you could say the row where you drive through, there was a woman on the telephone speaking to her husband, crying. She was so upset. Now she wasn't too far away so we can, hear what was going on. She was telling her husband how she checked her wallet and realized that she doesn't have any money to come home. She was out of gas. She needed money for gas and she didn't know how she was going to get home, and her husband wasn't able to help her. I mean, it was obvious by the way she was crying, and she had this futile look on her face. So I looked at Raluca and she smiled at me because we kind of know what we're thinking most of the time. And what I did is I walked towards the lady, and she was watching me come, and I bent down as if she had dropped something. And I says, "Here, ma'am." And I reached up, I said, "You dropped this." And I gave her a $20 bill. She took it, she was kind of stumped, and I just walked off, went to my car. And as we were backing out, you could see her look so relieved, still crying, but this time out of happiness, going, "Thank you, thank you." It made us feel wonderful. It helped her. It made her feel wonderful. So like I said, if you want to be happy, do something to make someone else feel happy. Now I know what it feels like to be on the receiving end of this as well. Raluca and I had taken my son out. His birthday is Christmas Eve, so this is a couple years ago on Christmas Eve. We took him out to Kobe. Now, as some of you might know, Kobe is a Japanese steakhouse, and it's pretty expensive. So we went out there, and of course they have big tables where they like to try to fill them in because they're doing like a little show chopping the food. So another family, a gentleman who was actually a doctor from up north, sat there with his family. We got to talking and had fun and just laughing and joking through the meal. At the end of the meal, I asked the waitress for the bill. She come up and she says, "Oh, it's already been taken care of," as the doctor's putting on his coat and starting to walk out. And I'm like, "Thank you, thank you." He goes, "Hey, you made us have so much fun. It was the least we can do." Now, I was stumped. Not only did it help us to have a great Christmas, because that was like a $200 bill, but it made him equally as happy. By helping us, it made him happy. Now, I'm not saying you have to go out and spend $200 on someone, okay? There's easier ways you can do it. A few weeks ago, I was at Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru. Raluca and I both ordered a coffee, and as I went up to the window, the girl at the drive-thru handed us the coffee and said, "Oh, the people in front of you paid for it," as they were driving off. So we had no idea who they were. I didn't recognize them. Now, that's happened a couple times to us, and we try to do that quite often as well. What else can you do to be of service that doesn't cost money? How about helping someone in the parking lot to load heavy boxes in their car? Maybe even once they've unloaded everything, take their carriage and put it away in the corral for them. There's lots of different things. I like to occasionally go through a bookstore and just put maybe a $5 bill in a book and have it sticking out a little bit and put it on the bookshelf. Can you imagine the person going to pick up this book and, wow, he's all surprised. He might think it's a bookmark and leave it there, right? But I doubt it. So do whatever you can to be in service of others. By helping others to be happy, you'll feel great about yourself as well. Thanks for watching and have a great day.